So overclassification is what happens when we label information as classified that frankly anybody could read without causing any harm. It's kind of like slapping a top secret sticker on a pizza delivery menu. No one needs that level of security. And this is especially problematic for OSINT, which by definition is publicly available information, also known as PAI. OSINT draws on a wide variety of sources: satellite imagery, news reports, social media posts, academic research, and a lot more. And its power lies specifically in its accessibility and its timeliness. If we start classifying PAI, we might as well put a padlock on Wikipedia. To give you a clearer picture of how overclassification affects daily operations, in 2020 alone, U.S. agencies classified a staggering 50 million documents. According to an analysis by the National Archives, many of these documents were classified unnecessarily or redundantly. Such additional layers of security make decision-making feel like wading through molasses, except with fewer snacks and candy associated with it. One of the primary reasons behind overclassification, as I mentioned earlier, is fear. The IC, being the risk-averse community that it is, tends to classify things even if there's just a 1% chance that it might be considered sensitive. This results in critical delays that leave decision makers waiting for information, just like kids waiting for Santa Claus, except Santa might arrive a few weeks after Christmas, and by then the holiday is all over. Consider military operations where commanders in the field need access to satellite imagery or drone footage to plan strikes or evacuations of civilian populace. If that imagery is classified secret or top secret when it contains no sensitive content, the approval chain can delay the information from getting to those who need it in time. Here's a broader way to think about it. When a military commander has to wait for clearance, it's not just wasted time, it's wasted opportunity. Imagine being able to strike a high-value target like an ISIS commander, but missing the window because you can't get clearance to access publicly available information. These are not hypothetical situations. Things like this happen regularly. Overclassification creates unnecessary speed bumps in the flow of intelligence. In 2016, during Operation Inherent Resolve, the US and its coalition partners were involved in a large-scale military campaign against ISIS in Iraq and Syria. During the operation, OSINT played a crucial role in tracking ISIS movements. This OSINT came from a variety of public sources: social media posts, satellite imagery, and reports from local news organizations. And despite its open source nature, much of this intelligence was classified secret or top secret, making it difficult to share with coalition partners. General Lloyd Austin, the commander of U.S. Central Command at the time, and as you know, the current Secretary of Defense, was responsible for overseeing these operations. However, his team faced significant delays in sharing crucial intelligence with coalition forces, particularly with Iraqi and British troops. These delays, often lasting several days or even weeks, allowed ISIS operatives to relocate, rearm, and regroup. Imagine trying to conduct a fast-paced military operation while waiting for classified information that should be accessible to everyone involved in the fight. Let's dive a little deeper into this example from Operation Inherent Resolve. In October 2016, U.S. forces gathered publicly available information that pinpointed the location of an ISIS commander in Mosul, Iraq. So we've got the social media, we've got satellite imagery, even some reports from local news that said, hey, I saw that guy. But in an act of bureaucratic overenthusiasm, the intelligence was classified secret and couldn't be shared with Iraqi forces in real time. By the time it was cleared for sharing with our coalition partners on the ground, that commander had already booked an Uber and was halfway out of town. The delays caused by unnecessary classification directly put a wrinkle in this one mission. Not just in this one mission, they were a recurring theme throughout the entire operation. Iraqi forces were left with outdated intelligence, sort of like using last week's weather report to plan today's picnic. These delays meant that the battle for Mosul dragged on longer than a movie with too many people. OSINT was frequently delayed due to the classification system, leading to missed targets and operational setbacks.